uh, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another video. Today I'll be going over stocks and bonds. Uh, the stock is called Home Depot, and they're going for $104.45 a share. And during the opening hours, they are down 2.75. Um, this is a stock that has kind of hit with the tariffs due to the needs and house materials, notes and boats, tools, definitely tools to build houses. This is one of the ones that's going to take maybe a small effect. Uh, they do pay a dividend yield of 2.26. Um, and Home Depot says that prices will go up due to tariffs. Okay, so definitely let's dive right into it. As you can see, once you pay attention to the graph, you realize that the lines right here is at a downward position, right? But at the same time, there's kind of like two lines, but this is the one in particular that's going to be the norm, right? Right in between 408 and 406. Now let's see how it takes a look for the rest of the week. Let's see now, of course, that small dip that we saw for today started right here, and it takes a major jump, in which that's kind of what we want, because green is to buy, red is to sell. And with that major jump right here, between those lines, is exactly right where you want it to be at. Now let's take a look for the rest of the month. And as you can see, right, it's above the 386. And right in here is where it breaks up. Green is to buy, red is to sell. And always remember, even though they're down 2.56, um, once the tariffs actually, end and everything, you'll see the results in which they're talking about. So let's take a look for the next 3 months. Yep, it's looking pretty good, because Home Depot, again, it's a major play in what we do as far as living arrangements, building houses, concrete, things like that. And for sure, just always pay attention to this middle line right here. That's the determining factor. Again, these are all pretty much predictions, but at the same time, Home Depot is pretty much a well-known, for even construction workers. Now, let's take a look for the next 6 months. Again, if you have a few dollars, $100, even $5, they have penny stocks. So you don't even have to really bet, or not even bet, or put all your money into it, right? You can just put a few dollars, a couple cents. But always remember, no matter what's going on with the graph, here's all the dates and here's the time up here. But the main thing you want to focus on is that middle line right here. Green is to buy, red is to sell. And this area up top, lets you know that, it's going to have a constantly pull, for the green market. Hello, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in for sure. Let's take a look for the next year. Yep, and as you can see, even with the area back here, it has a great pull, and it's above this middle line. And so right up between 433 and 383 is right where you want it to be. So this down here doesn't really matter because of the strong pull that you see right here. And so that's always a great thing to remember. Now, even for the next 2 years, right, you'll see that from the previous year, how it jumps right up in here to let you guys know that around that time, everything should be where it needs to be and everything should have adjusted. And that's always wonderful. You know, this middle line right here, pay attention. And it's always going to be the determining factor. You know, green is to buy, red is to sell. Let's take a look for the next 5 years. And as you can see, you know, try not to let all these little boxes and everything else, you know, throw you off, because at the end of the day, it's all in here, this middle line. No matter how big, the graph setup is always going to be the same, but no matter what size, this middle line right there. And usually, like, different apps have like a little circle that you can, like, you know, follow and everything, but it's all generally the same, right? Is there enough buying? Are people buying enough products to make this line go up? And chances are, you know, an everyday thing like Home Depot, they will. Let's take a look for the next 10 years. Now you see how everything is uh, bubbling up, and it's all in here. Everything is bubbling up. So this should be changed, that negative 2.8, 2.85. It should change over time, you know, maybe next week. So it should be a plus sign up top, you know, plus, you know, point whatever, for the next 10 years. Now, overall, yeah, now it's all the prediction, but, you know, we need Home Depot, right? We definitely need Home Depot to ensure that, you know, people can build houses and build what they need to build. But that's pretty much it, right? So this will let y'all see S&P, right? Dow Jones, and then, you know, boom. So it's pretty much live updates. You see, Home Depot, there it is right there. So we can go back one more time real quick. Yeah, so there we go right there. Yeah, you see, Home Depot, you know, the red. So I would like to say thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep investing.